How are we doing, everyone? Chris here at All Leeds TV. I'm sat with the washing. Something different, isn't it? First, before we get into the game, which Leeds have just won 2-1 against Plymouth. Good result, but we'll dig into the performance a little bit in a minute. I just obviously want to pay my respects with it being Remembrance Weekend. You know, for me personally, many, it's a big thing. So just wanted to pay my respects to everyone who obviously paid the ultimate sacrifice, and all those who continue to still battle on after the war is over, so to speak. That's that. So let's get into the football. 2-1. Made hard work of it, didn't we? 2 wasteful in front of goal today. Gio Rutter probably being the biggest sinner today in front of goal. But a win's a win, right? So, and we're not going to blast teams every week. It just doesn't happen in this league. Teams are going to come with a plan, and we found a way to beat that plan. I thought second half we weren't really at it. Sam Byram going off didn't help, I don't think. We looked really weak down that left-hand side when it was Coops, who I didn't think had a bad game by any stretch, by the way. Firpo, who did some good things, but still looks lacking defensively for me. And with Anthony ahead of him, who I don't think gives 100% effort going backwards sometimes. So made tough work of it. But by the time they scored, we should have been out of sight. You know, it should have been 4, 5. But 2-1, it's 3 points, and that's all that matters at the end of the day is 3 points. 3 more points, and Leicester losing to Borough 1-0 from a Sam Greenwood free kick, about 30 yards out, what I hear. Apparently it's a screamer, so Agent Sam doing the business. Ipswich won, Southampton won, so, you know, Southampton remain bang on our heels. Others like West Brom still not far behind. But the gap now to the top 2 is 8 points. So we've clawed the gap to the lead back by another 3 points, which is good to see. It can quickly flip in this league. You know, Leicester are still 8 points away. You know, they're a strong team. It's still a big gap to pull, but we're only in mid-November, sorry. There's a long, long way to go. And all you can do is look after yourself and keep winning your games. And that's what we've done today. So let's have a look performance-wise. Firstly, my man of the match is Joe Rodon. Again, just thought he was superb in the centre of defence. I could see him at times from watching pulling Liam Cooper around and, you know, barking orders. Just knows where to be all the time, gets his body in the right place, and he's good on the ball as well. And closely followed for me, probably by Archie Gray today. I thought Archie had a really good game at right back. He's definitely growing more and more into that role. And clearly Daniel Farke sees him as being able to do more than a job there, do a very good job there. And I thought Archie was superb today as well. Up the other end, good to see Joel Peru get a goal. And I thought actually even before his goal, he was playing really well. He was linking play up well. He was really good in there. And then got his goal after some fantastic work from Chris Somerville, who just, you know, stood the defender up, turned him inside, and then played a little ball down the side to Peru, who put it, I think, between the keeper's legs. Obviously, before that, Dan James had scored. Lad's on fire at the minute, especially at Ellen Road. No stopping him. Everything about that goal comes from his first touch. Obviously, it's a poor clearance from the defender, but it's his first touch, gets it straight out of his feet and then just bends it into the bottom corner. Lovely finish. And then we could have gone on and had a few more, right? My God, how much would Gio Rutter be worth if he could finish? At the minute, the finishing just isn't there. I'm sure it'll come. You know, I'm not going to ring him out too much because a lot of other things he's doing are fantastic. I think almost at times, maybe today, he tried a little bit too much. And I'm sure the manager will, you know, probably try and calm him down. We're going to a little break now, obviously, so good to get a win before the break. Yeah, so front four, very good, although wasteful at times, especially Gio, but not going to get on his back. Thought Kamara and Ampadu, without being spectacular, were very good in there again. Certainly for large parts of the game. They work so well together. I really like them two in there together. I thought Sam Byron was very, very good until he had to come off. I don't think he wanted to come off, which says to me it's probably a knock rather than a really bad injury. And obviously with the break now, I'm sure we'll hopefully see Sam back straight after the break. And Meslier didn't have anything to do, apart from pick the ball out the back of his net once. So 3 points. Like I say, I'm not concerned. Concerned's the wrong word, but it just bothers me again that we've not got a 90-minute performance there at home, And I had my worries early on in the game when we sort of came out and we didn't start quickly. And when I've been on the final word with Joe and him and Jer and and others have said, when we come out and we don't start quickly, it's concerning. And I don't think we started quick enough today. So it felt like that when we needed to find that extra gear, when they pushed on a little bit more in the second half, we couldn't find it. So, I'm not saying, worried or drama or anything, but it's just something that, I want to see us start games quickly. If a team wants to sit with 5 at the back, that's fine. It'll be harder to get through them, but it shouldn't stop us starting quickly. And I think we were too happy to knock it around into midfield, then back into the back four. Then we got the goal, then we livened up, and I thought we looked really good for a period. And second half, I just don't think we found that extra gear we needed. But sounds like I'm being overly critical, and that's not the case at all. Like I say, the point of every football game is you go out and you get 3 points, and we've got 3 points. So job done. I was like, it's just 2 very good finishes. Wasteful. There's not an awful lot to say about the game, is it? It wasn't. Yes, actually, there is something else to say about the game. I thought the ref was shocking. I've seen their penalty shout back. It's borderline. I'm not sure. To be fair to the ref there, he's very close to it. So clearly he sees a touch. And the direction the ball goes, it looks like Ampadu gets a touch, but I'm not so sure. But I do think the one on Ruta in the first half, although people say it might be a bit soft, can't lean into the back of a player like the defender does. It's not shoulder to shoulder. He leans into his back, and for me, takes him off balance. I just thought the ref was... that Edwards should have gone, who was playing for them. How he didn't get booked for the Rodon challenge on the touchline is beyond me. And 2 minutes later, he pulls Dan James back when Dan skinned him. That's 2 yellows. That's a red. But, we're getting into niff-naff and trivia. We should know by now that the standard of refereeing in this league is poor at best. Crowd sounded great today. There will be hopefully a fan cam. Tash did message us all and say that her phone kept freezing, but I'm sure she'll have some footage to share with you all. So keep an eye out for that. Just 3 points, should have been simpler than it was. It wasn't. This is Leeds United. And I think a real positive to take is after the sort of the energy exerted and almost the drama and adrenaline jump down or drop off after winning away at Leicester, today could have been one of those days, and it wasn't. We got the win. So we take the 3 points. We go into the break and we come back firing. We are now the informed team over, I think, the last 6 games in the league. We are ranked top of the form table. We are 8 points behind both Ipswich and Leicester. Let's see what the next block up until Christmas brings. But this charge for top of the table ain't over yet. So, I think people shouting mind the gap and stuff, just sometimes those fans can get carried away too early. Like I say, still a gap to claw back, especially to a Leicester who I think are probably more equipped to go on another long run than Ipswich. And I'm not doing Ipswich any disservice there because they've been fantastic this season. So yeah, let's see. But I'll leave it there. Have a great rest of the weekend, gang. And I will catch you soon. Remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, get your comments in, let me know what you thought of the game. You might have had a different view of it. There's just not an awful lot to say about it today. It's just a bit of we got it over the line game. Yeah, go check the merch out. As I always say, Tasha's sorted out some great merch there. So treat your loved ones for Christmas. And I will catch you all on the other side. Good to see you all. Bye-bye.